Guess what happened to me today?
There's a flag on the play, dude.
These are things that keep me up at night.
Being punched in the testicles?
This is Jose.
This is Ken.
Does anyone know where we are right now?
Tell me, you had a pretty good day today?
Had a great day today. I got a lot of stuff accomplished. Clicking stuff off the list like going crazy. It's good for October because it's getting a little cool out there and we took a good advantage of some good weather. Got to drive a tractor. I'm living on the lake. Heard some loons. Someone had a campfire going. That smell just singes it for me. How was your day?
It was very good. Got some friends of ours came for a visit. They told us about their trip to Italy.
That was a great day.
Yeah, and it was beautiful out for a fall day. And anyways, yeah. So I just, I think we had a better day than this next guy I'm going to tell you about.
Uh-oh.
He, a good friend of mine, divorced for a couple of years now, and she's finally in a good place. Mm-hmm. Nasty divorce. I don't know if there's any good divorces out there, but anyway, she's finally in a good place. She's, thought, okay, opening herself up to dating. So dating this guy for about a month and a half and
All right.
doing great. She's excited to introduce him to family finally, and the day before she goes to meet with the family, she's at work and she gets a text message.
Uh-oh.
Yes. It was not meant for her.
Uh-oh.
It was meant for one of his buddies.
Oh, we've all done those.
Well, have you? Like, seriously?
Well, I've sent, hey, what time are we meeting to somebody I haven't talked to in a long time? Like somebody that just messaged me or whatever. I'm like, oh, we're meeting? Oh, sorry, that was meant for someone else. Like, it's pretty, and I've even sent emails to people. It's like, oh, sorry, that's not meant for you. It's for somebody else. But it wasn't anything.
Nothing intimate.
Nothing intimate, no.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to read this out to you.
All right. What did he say?
If you got kids in the room, man, get the earmuffs on.
Earmuffs.
Because this is, I'm actually embarrassed to read this, but I'm going to read it because I want your reaction.
Do it.
She needs to watch some porn. No fucking idea how to suck cock. LMAO. And then the emoji with the hand on the forehead.
Oh, yeah.
It's not made of fine china or crystal. Suck that thing like it owes you money.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
So she got this by accident.
Yeah, she was at work.
Oh, great. That's a good thing to get it.
Yeah. And
of course, she opens it because she's dating this guy. And
well, yeah, because she, and she's, I can't remember the last time she was this happy. Like, she was, posting pictures of them going, like,
yeah, I know you're talking about. I saw them on Facebook. They're happy together.
The two of them, like,
dates.
big smiles, eh? Like, gummy smiles, like, hey, we're two kids falling in love. And yeah, well, she was pretty mad.
I guess.
And then I think the embarrassment of it kicked in because now she's thinking, who's he sending this to?
Did she respond to it? Did she give a thumbs up? Or
Well,
how did she respond?
Well, at first, he said it was a joke and they apologized.
All right. That's a good way to go.
Yeah. And then he just kind of made a thing about how it wasn't about her. It was about his buddy and his girlfriend are going through a rough spot and they were just kind of kidding around back and forth. And I'm like, I'm trying to read the context of how it's worded. I'm like, how could he be saying that?
About his buddy.
Yeah, to his buddy.
Yeah. If anything, he would say that to this guy.
Yeah.
So,
anyways,
yeah.
So she said to him,
unless he was watching, which is weird.
Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyways, she's like, oh, I just need a minute. Cause she wasn't responding at first. She was like friggin' embarrassed. She wasn't responding. And then she's like, I just need a minute.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to know his response to that one was?
What?
Because, well, you know what? I'm ending this. Too many red flags.
Red flags. With her.
Yeah.
So not sucking cock well is a red flag?
I don't know. Is it? You're the guy.
Move on. It's not the only thing in the world.
Anyways, I mean, this happened a few weeks ago. they've since talked. They're not back together. He's just, obviously he's got bigger issues than that. If that's gonna,
I'm assuming he's divorced as well, probably.
he is divorced. Yeah, I don't think he's as far along as, well, I almost said her name, as she is.
Yeah.
In her divorce, because hers has been probably 8 to 10 years, I think now. It feels like forever ago.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah, about that, eh? And she's in a really good place now. Like, she's doing well for herself. But this really threw her for a loop. She's very, hurt. I don't know if she's so much hurt anymore. I just think the shock and the embarrassment of it.
True.
Right?
If he sent that to her, hey, you need to watch porn, is not fine China, that would be one way to take it. Like, oh, you sent me a message about this. I mean, why don't we get together and let's talk about it?
Absolutely. Like,
But-
if he sent that to her and say, listen, you need to watch, you're right. If you need to watch porn, you need to be, it's not fine China, girl. Like, be a little rougher with it,
Like, it owes you money.
Yeah. Then that's one thing, because that's a conversation between the two of them. But to find out that he was talking to his buddy, I mean, we all know guys do guy talk, girls do girl talk. Let me tell you, like,
I would want to know who he was trying to send that to, because she's hung out with some of his friends, correct?
absolutely.
So somebody out there is getting all the dirty deets of their relationship, their new relationship.
Yeah,
Which is probably what she's really embarrassed about, I'm assuming.
absolutely.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that either.
No.
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 I mean, I know there's guy talk, but girls do girl talk.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's girl talk. You do that. You don't. Well, do you text girls like that?
I haven't, but I'm sure it's out there.
Have you ever sent a text to somebody that I'm such a dumbass or anything like that, or
Yeah.
stupid things I've done to a really close friend?
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's nothing you wouldn't say to my face.
No.
Exactly. So I think that's the biggest thing. I think the big thing is that he meant it for somebody else. I knew he meant it for somebody else, but that he was talking to somebody else about intimate stuff they were going through.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the relationship.
And she had no clue. Like, she had no clue. She goes, "Pfft, I didn't know." Like,
Yeah.
I mean, who's gonna?
She's inexperienced. She's only been with a few people, I'm assuming, if she doesn't really know what to do.
Yeah, but
properly.
what's bad? What he thinks is not a good one might be a good one for someone else. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think she's a. It's funny.
I mean,
'cause
is there such a thing as a bad blowjob? I mean, come on.
there could be like a bad hand job. People have had bad hand jobs. It's just like you just move on from it. You just kind of
Yeah, but if a chick's touching you,
yeah. You just okay. Well, let's move on. I like this. Let's go to the next phase so you can get over this and move on.
yeah,
And then we'll talk about it later.
yeah,
But he missed a good opportunity to teach her what a good blowjob would be.
yeah. And
now
if
she's
he
not-
communicated to her, like, not while they're doing it, but afterwards, you could. There's a delicate way to say, like, listen, can we have a serious talk, or can I be open and be, vulnerable with you for a minute, and then you share with your person
Yeah.
how you like it.
Well, it's clearly something that not every woman knows how to give a good blowjob. I mean, there was a TV show we watched where people were, they were getting together as a group of women, and this guy was teaching them how to do blowjobs.
yeah,
but,
yeah, that was a
so there's
movie we
clearly
watched,
a market for it.
Well, that was a movie. I
A
don't know if
movie,
there's
but
a
movies are
market
kind of
for it.
based off of some
But you're not
realities.
going to learn how to give a blowjob on a porn. I'm sorry. Like, I've watched porn. You and I have watched porn together, and I cringe every time a girl gets sprayed in her hair with cum. I'm sorry. She took a long time to do her hair, like wash it, blow dry it, and, like do all the styling. And then this moron comes in her hair. Like, there's no girl that.
all over her
Oh,
chest.
yeah. Oh, put it all over. Do it in my face. No, I'm sorry. Like, the
I don't
girl
want,
that
I don't
can
want
do
my
that.
own goo on me, much less
Well, there you go.
on you.
Yeah.
Having you deal with it.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty
The
inconsiderate.
only girls that like it are the ones that are getting paid for it. Because I guarantee you, I've
Yeah,
yet to. I'm sure, like, I'll get a comment in there. Oh yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it all over my face and in my hair. Well, all the power to you. It's probably good for your hair. I don't care if it's good for your hair. I don't care if it would make my hair grow 6 inches every month. Do not putting that in my hair.
No.
All right. Check that box.
Yeah.
Done.
Unless you want a girl with a shaved head.
Yeah.
Not there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But no,
Anyways,
it's-
well, yeah.
It's definitely there's a niche for someone like that, but someone who's learning and someone who's in a new relationship. This
Yeah.
isn't, why would you want somebody watching porn? There's a lot. She could watch porn and watch some pretty weird stuff, and then all of a sudden come out with a baseball bat in his butt or something. Like, does he really just talk to her what you want? Communication
So
is the
no to the nipple clamps.
key. You don't like being punched in the testicles? I watched this porn once where
my
girls just
God.
kick guys in the balls. I thought that's what you wanted me. I watched the porn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways.
porn. I've never taken porn verbatim that this is a real life thing. I mean, I live in a real world, but I even back in the day, I mean, I never pictured women in magazines as this is what I'm going to walk into down the street. I want to find a girl like this,
Yeah.
right? So
But I mean, when you and I started dating and then, were married shortly thereafter, if you wanted to watch porn, you got to go to your local Blockbuster and go to the little
Go to the
section, the room where, and you're standing there in this
Behind the
tiny
curtain.
Yes. And you're in this little tiny room with, all the other fucking perverts.
Yeah.
And, you got to grab this box and bring it to the front where they can grab the video from behind the counter and, well, hello, Mr. Downton. And
I think I've ever rented a porn because of
God,
that.
yeah. Well, I worked in a video store, and trust me, I used
Did you have a porn section?
Yes, and
my
it was
God.
24-hour video in Victoria. Hey, drop me a message if you've ever been to a 24-hour video in
Yeah.
friggin' BC. Anyways,
Early 90s for
yeah,
sure.
oh yeah, early 90s, and yeah, like the guys that would come out of there, like I was a young, 19-year-old renting these videos out to these, what at the time, these 40-year-olds were like dirty old men. 40's not old.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, like it was,
Yeah, it's
yep. And the videos would come back and, in the drop slot, I mean, like, oh, son of a bitch, get me some gloves. It's pretty,
oh my God, I never thought of that part of it.
yeah.
So gross.
Yep. Anyways. But, yeah, God, you just took me down memory lane.
Oh my God, yeah.
Video store. Anyways. But yeah, so that's,
So could you bounce back from something? Do you think they could ever bounce back from something like that?
I think they could. They had a good talk. I think, yeah,
They need ground rules.
any ground rules?
No, I said they need ground rules. It's
Well, that's the thing that was a shock to her is because they had said, we need good communication. They're not young anymore. She's, in their late 40s. He's in his, I think, early to mid 50s. Like
Yeah.
they're not kids anymore.
yeah.
It's talking about, we got to have good communication because, clearly they're both divorced. So communication was probably not very good. I don't know. I don't want to assume anything in anybody's relationship.
Yeah. I think if
just-
anybody's got red flags, it's probably the girl should have red flags about somebody talking about their intimate stuff within a month of dating.
yeah.
Like that's something you kind of share in person over a couple of beverages or something.
Yeah, but that to me is something you would talk about, like you had a one night stand with someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not someone that you were.
Building a relationship with.
Yeah, I mean, I think she said to me that he told her he loved her. So if this is somebody you love and you're shit talking them to a friend of yours, like that's
Yeah, I don't think he was ready to start a relationship.
maybe not. Maybe not. And that's too bad because they clearly look like they enjoyed each other's company. And anyways, maybe he'll come around. Maybe he won't. Who knows? But she was quite happy single for a very long time. But I think she's ready to meet somebody, single and ready to mingle. But that's that. Anyways, I don't know.
Technology. I think it's probably kicked me in the butt more times than it's helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at it.
Yeah, but it abides my time. It takes me away from reality. You know, I'd spend hours down a rabbit hole watching some TikToks or some Instas or,
Wow.
you know, you send me some and I watch it, but then I forget to go back to the message and I start flicking through them thinking these are ones you sent me because I'm not overly smart.
Oh yeah, because you got to click off of it and
You
then
gotta go
to
back to
next
the
one.
emails and see
Yeah.
the next one you sent me
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, but then again.
Yeah,
Anyway, so a lesson learned here.
I give that a giant.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I think the lesson here is when you're writing a juicy text like that. I mean, one, either don't write it and talk about it in person, or two, check the name before you hit send.
Yeah.
Because that is oh my God, that is so bloody embarrassing.
Oh, I think that's why he's called the red flag thing. He flagged himself on it.
That's a flag. This is a flag on the play, dude.
He
Like,
threw a flag and he was DQ'd on that one. He's like, I can't come back from this.
no. You're going back 50 yards.
He
You're
ejected
done.
himself from the game.
Yeah, you're gone.
No,
You're
that's not
out of
good.
here. Anyways,
Hope he lives and learns from that. But do you think she would? Do you think she would react the same if she ever got that sort of message again, or is this just kind of a growing thing for her?
well,
Like,
I think now it's like one of those things, you know, like, oh, I should have said this or I should have said that, you know,
can
like
you imagine all the comebacks she got afterwards?
oh, I'm seriously. I mean, right now, if I think if he was to send her if she was to get a message like that again, she would probably say to him, "Well, your buddy can't help you with that, can he? Or can he?" You know,
Yeah.
like, anyways,
Yeah.
yeah,
Here's a hot dog. Show me what you like.
yeah, no, friggin' nasty. Oh, anyways,
Yeah.
but yeah, lesson learned.
And what else has he been saying? If this is just the most recent one, he accidentally signed to the wrong person. He's been telling somebody intimate stuff.
Well, yeah, like there was a whole conversation obviously happening. And I mean, what does his buddy say to him? Hey, so does your girl know how to give head? Like, how does that conversation even start?
You got me on that
Because if
one.
he's like, you know, they're talking back and forth and, you know, oh, she's really great. I almost said her name again. She's really great. I really like her, but she needs to watch porn,
Yeah.
you know? Anyways.
Yeah. Or she's really great. I enjoyed our evening last night. Well, how was the blowjob? Well,
Yeah. Well, let me tell you.
well, Steve, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how that rolls into a fluid conversation, even with a buddy, even at a bar. I wouldn't even know how to.
We didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We didn't even get to meet him. We were supposed to meet him. We didn't even get to meet him because all this shit went down. And
Yes, too bad. He seemed like a really nice guy.
yeah. And
I wouldn't want to date in technology world. Ooh,
yeah, that wouldn't go well.
yeah.
That wouldn't go well. Well, speaking of technology,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm changing the topic now.
Slide into another topic. I don't
Slide in
mind.
another topic. So like we got this pretty fancy equipment here. We kind of dove in. We went on YouTube, you know, asking for suggestion on what equipment to
What
buy.
can't you learn on YouTube?
I know, right? Anyways, you bought these headphones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really like them because at first we had like the little one sticks in your ears or whatever.
Earbuds.
Yeah, earbuds. And my ears are, I'm a strange, my ears, when I was lined up in ears to get ears, you know, in the birth canal or whatever, my ears got messed up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, TMI.
It's like
I
they don't
can't-
fit everybody.
They don't fit in my ears. They're stupid. Anyways, going on about these. So I, you know, these are the kind of headphones that I'm showing you, like people could see me. But anyways, it's the ones that go over your head. So I put these on. I'm thinking, I love these. They're so comfortable. And now I'm thinking, have you seen the videos on, I don't know, like I'm going to say TikTok for lack of better, because you go on Facebook or Instagram and you can go down the rabbit hole with the videos.
The videos, yeah.
I don't know if it's all by TikTok, but anyways. And you see these kids that are gaming, right? And they wear these.
These are the gamer headphones.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they wear the gamer headphones. And I'm thinking, Oh man, if I shave my head and I get a dent in my head, I will be pissed at you. Like,
Oh, yeah.
how funny would I look with a big dent in my head? And then
Well-
I'm thinking, well, how funny would I look with a bald head?
True.
And would I ever shave my head? Like, why are these kids shaving their head to see if they have a dent in their head?
Well, I think these are children while they're developing and they're growing their heads out as children, and they're wearing them because people are gaming at such a young age now.
No, but I think these videos are like, aren't there adults? It's not just kids, is it?
Yeah, but they've been gaming for a decade,
long
and now they're
time.
30, and have had this on their head since they were 15.
All right, yeah.
So I imagine they get a dent and they probably can't grow hair. It's like, when babies wear off the hair on the back of their head because they're always
Okay.
laying down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think you're going to get a dent in your head.
No, because if I do this for 30 years, then I'll be 80. And if I have a
And your
dent,
head
if I'm
has to
bald
develop.
and I've got a big indent in my head when I'm 80, it's okay.
Let's just call it a story. I remember
right.
when I got this.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So technology.
Thank you for giving me peace of mind. So
You'll be fine.
okay, so
I'll let you
technology.
know if you get a dent in your head.
Oh my
Replace
god.
the rest of my cigars.
Yeah.
Hold a deck of cards or something.
Yeah. Entertainment for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's that was my big concern. I was like, oh
Yeah, that's kind of like when if you had any racy pictures and they got out type of thing,
yeah.
or you accidentally went to mail it to somebody and you mailed it to somebody else, or I don't know. There's a lot of
yeah,
it's hard to compare it to.
Yeah, like people put everything online now. Like we got friends that like put their young kids online, and their pictures are all over the place. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of baby pictures, and
Now, if you were dating and somebody said that to you, you would probably have a pretty smart ass comeback for that.
yeah,
It would take you a second. You wouldn't, on a phone call, it'd be one thing. You'd be like, I'm stumped for a comeback. But
yeah.
when, if you got a text, there was like, excuse me, hold on a second.
I watched when she sent it to me. I know we're back to this again, but this is. I said, what? Like my chin was on the ground. Like I was like, what are you saying right now? What would I say to something like that?
Well, you're a bit of a
I-
smart ass. Did you give her any advice to something to respond, or did you just let her?
No, I think the response that I would say would be, how's your friend going to help you with that? I think that would be my response. I would not have, like, she needed a minute. I would have been like, hold my beer,
Or who are you sending this to? I'd really need to know. Like, is it his mom? Is his dad?
No.
His ex?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
I have no idea like who he could have possibly been sending that to. Obviously, a work colleague or a close friend or something.
Yeah.
I'd want to know, and then I'd there's no coming back from that.
Sure there is.
I don't think so.
Oh, there
He's
is.
gone.
I mean, we have so much humor in our lives that
Yeah, but we're not dating.
Oh, I know that, but I think I could come back from something like that. Oh, you're right. I haven't been single in 32 years, so
Yeah, I think she just needs to move on.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the sail is shipped.
The sail has shifted.
Goes both ways.
Yeah, yeah. But no, I'm glad we, I talk about with this with you and with friends all the time. Like, we are so glad we didn't have cell phones, taking pictures or whatever, like that kind of technology. I mean, when we first moved in together, do you know where I'm going with this? When we first, yeah. You know, I'm going with this, right? Like, I
had a Polaroid.
Oh yeah, Kenny had a Polaroid camera, and
Because you can't take that roll of film to the Fuji hut and
No.
get doubles because they would look at you strange. I think they might even.
I don't know. I think they would have confiscated them or said, "Oh, they didn't develop properly," and they would have kept them for themselves. Anyways,
Yeah.
You were at work and I was unpacking. I wasn't going through your stuff, but I was unpacking our boxes, and I came across some of your Polaroids, your ex-girlfriend, and oh my God,
Yeah.
I was 19.
Yeah.
So I laid them out on the bed, and I went downstairs and did laundry, and I left you a note, and I said, I gather you'll find somewhere appropriate for these. And
did.
I did. And I didn't swear. I didn't anything. And I remember I was down in the basement doing laundry, like, because we lived in an apartment building. And you came down and you gave me a big hug and you said to me, I found an appropriate place for them. And I assumed it was a garbage can.
Just for our listeners out there,
Yeah.
these weren't people sleeping. They were acknowledging, and they knew the pictures were being taken. They were as classfully taken as pornography could be taken. Their eyes were
They were
open.
just
They knew
nudies.
about it.
Yeah,
and
they were nudes.
They
of
had
her,
copies of stuff too. So
But I mean,
I just forgot all about them.
girls are sending nudes. Guys send dick pics all the time. Like,
Oh my God.
and girls send nude photos of themselves, like, online.
It's more common now, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, like I was such a freaking prude back then. I never, ever would have sent anything online. Like, I don't care if you'd have tried to talk me into.
Yeah, I didn't.
that. I
didn't date
never
girls
would've.
like you before you.
No, you didn't. But no, I'm glad because I've been to a few parties when I was younger and got stupid drunk and like the girls now like leaning over a toilet puking. I wouldn't want pictures of myself like that. So
No.
so technology, the texting. I mean, you and I broke up for a couple of months there before we got when I was 18.
I think 20 somethings would react to an accidental text like that. Probably has happened more often than not.
Yeah.
It's just us mid century folks are still a little new to it. We're born before the internet, so
Yeah, thank God. Yeah. No, and I think, our kid's pretty smart about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we learned with everybody else what's out there, especially having a daughter.
Yeah.
You realize what could affect their lives down the road, and the after school specials of things getting released online and whatever movies you see out there are not reality, but are based off of something that has probably ventured into somebody's head at some point.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if you remember me telling you about this, Gab, when she was quite a bit younger, like when we got the internet in the house. Gabby's our 29-year-old daughter. When she was younger, I'd say she was in grade 2 or 3. So that's what, 7 or 8?
Yeah.
No, shit, she was in grade 6. Because sorry, the reason why I remember that is because I went and talked to her teacher about internet safety. And I explained to her what happened. Anyways, so she was on this game, internet game, which I okayed because, it little cartoon characters. What is the damage in that? It was called Habbo Hotel. And I don't know if anybody's heard of this. Anyways.
Yeah, that was early 2000s, I think.
Yeah, like she was a little character, and I think they built little houses and little rooms, and they could talk to people. They come close to another little character, and then a little chat box would open up, and they could talk to them, and for anywhere all over the world. So, but they had these little rooms, like there's a little bedroom. So she'd go into the little bedroom, and there'd be a little bed, little dresser, another little character would come in, and a bubble would pop up, and then.
They could talk.
Yeah. Well, I went on this game. She was up in bed, and I thought, I'm going to play this little game and see what she, I'm being a diligent parent and want to see, what this game is. So I go into this little room, and it's this person starts saying, hey, do you want to take your shirt off? I was, what? Well, why don't you take your pants off too?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
You can't undress, obviously, the little characters.
No, you can't. But it's like a sex chat, if you will. I guess
yeah.
they're private little chat rooms, or if you will, is what I gather now. Back then, I didn't know what the hell a chat room was. Like, So yeah, I had to have a talk with her the next day, and I went and talked to her grade 6 teacher, and I said, I explained to her what happened, and she was like, oh my goodness, and.
Yeah.
Well, she told me a story about her niece that ended up talking to somebody online met a friend, and they were a friend online. We're gonna meet at the North Bay Mall, and they ended up going with her, and it ended up being some older guy.
Yeah, because they could go on there and be anybody. They could.
Yeah.
I'm also.
But that's, I don't know if that shit happens so much anymore because people have, because of stories like this. Like, I never would have, not
No.
that I wouldn't have believed that story, but the fact that this happened to her and her niece, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
she knows firsthand. And when I told her about that with Gab, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna teach internet safety."
Well, yeah, internet safety has come a long way since then. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, predators have found ways around that too, right? Like, I almost feel like they're probably almost steps behind them all the time. But I don't know. Where are we going with this whole conversation about? Oh yeah, technology and how
the internet has opened a world to anybody. And I remember we were in Petawawa, and Doug I was working with, his son was probably a teen or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was on the computer a lot, and he goes, I just wonder what he can get access to, because we didn't use the internet a lot back then. But that was probably, I'm going to say 97, 98. It was just coming out.
Yeah.
And you could only access certain things. But AOL, you got mail.
Yeah.
But you could get on some sites, and he goes, I wonder how much porn he can just look at.
Yeah.
Find randomly.
Yeah.
And he goes, it was quite a bit back then.
Yeah.
And it wasn't regulated. Anybody who could sign on can say, I was born, 1st of December, 1942.
Yeah.
And say, okay, go ahead.
They figured if you're good enough at math where you can, subtract and
Get at least
make
where
yourself
you're
legal.
old enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there was commercials in there somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good. There's obviously lots of good with technology. I mean, we're finding friends that we haven't talked to in a bazillion years, or reconnecting with family, or, you know what I mean? Like, and you're able to be in touch with people from across the world, so there's the good, the bad, the ugly, I guess. But,
Well, what remember that time we went internet free, and I think it might have been when we were in Portugal, and we had to come up with answers to questions like, "Hey, who's that guy in the movie?" Or "What was that?" That.
Oh my God, we're done without it.
Yeah, we were crazy. So we were just like, okay, let's come up with the best answer we could. It's like that game, categories or something like that.
Oh, Balderdash.
Balderdash. You had to come up with the dumbest answer and make it sound believable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know how I'd get along without, I Googled stuff every day.
Yeah.
Every day. What is this? And what is that? Anytime I see a TV show and they're in wherever, I'm like, is that a real place? Looks really nice.
We're both like, who's that actress from? What is that? What is she in?
Yeah.
Oh, she's in that show. Anyways, yeah.
So you Google the show you're watching, find her, find the other show she was in. That's the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But no.
But I mean, before that, we had Encyclopedia Britannica.
Oh my God.
Right? If you ordered enough of them, which my parents did not, because, it was the 70s. So we had up to the M's. So all my school projects were anything M and below.
Oh my word.
There was never anything about snakes or vision.
You're doing the alphabet in your head right now.
Yeah, I want to make sure I didn't get before M. Oh my God, I'm so brain dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is definitely a lot more accessible and in that regard. But man,
You think it's a good thing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good thing. It's not a good thing when you send a text to the wrong person.
Yeah.
Yep. You just see, oh man, that's dumb.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen down the road. Like you've seen it in some videos and that where you're walking down a hallway and then it does a little quick body scan of you and goes and realizes you have a cold, and all of a sudden right on the wall beside you is, oh, here's Dristan for your nasal drips and buy Kleenex or whatever, like stuff like that. It's like, oh, he obviously scanned me and realized I have a cold.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, for incontinence and if you pee your pants. Like, hey, I'm walking down the aisle here.
Embarrassing.
So, it's probably going to bite us in the ass at some point. But
Yeah. Well, look at you talked about Dristan. Now that's going to come up on my Facebook feed.
Yeah, everything's listening to you. Right?
Well, look at that ladder. I literally that telescopic ladder. The guys were using it to get up on the trailers
to close the trailers for the winter.
Yeah, to put their covers on. And I mean, this telescopic, is that what it is? A telescopic ladder?
Yeah. So it closes
Anyway,
down.
it's so cool because you go to the bottom or to the top and you press the two little buttons and it slides down to the next one. And as it hits the next one, it hits the next two buttons. And it just like it just closes up. Oh, anyways.
It's
Sorry,
like a ladder.
I'm geeking
it's like
out
a ladder
on the ladder
pyramid type of thing. It just kind of extends
Yes.
out, extending ladder, but it all collapses
Yeah.
into itself.
And I was, you and I said to you, I said, I'd love to get one of those telescopic ladders to, like if we eventually got a van or whatever. And
Yeah, they pack up really nice.
yeah, they're compact. They're great if you need to get up and, do the windows or do whatever.
I remember talking about that. Yeah.
And then you don't have this big clunky ladder to store. Anyways, does it not yesterday show up on my friggin' feed on Facebook? So I clicked on it. And there was a sale on it. So I got
So we have one now coming.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been delivered. And I got $40 off of it.
Well done, Google.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Anyways, so now I'm
Definitely
probably
need
going to
that
get
ladder.
Dristan. And I'll tell you in our next podcast if I got a Dristan in my feed.
Or I'm going to be buying fine china.
Oh my God.
It's not fine china.
Well, it's not fine china.
Oh my God.
Yep. Or maybe you'll get some ads on porn. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. But, yep. Anyways,
Yeah.
lesson learned, I hope.
Technology.
Yeah.
It's come a long way. It's moving pretty fast. I don't know. I think there's going to be holograms
They're here already.
but things are going backwards. People are catching flip phones now. People are going back to flip phones, or are they? Put up little antennas. Is that just a nostalgia thing?
I haven't seen the antenna yet. Is there an antenna?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, definitely the flip phone
Yeah.
because it's more compact. Well, it was more compact in the first place.
Yeah, but the screen was tiny. That's why we went with the bigger phones.
Yeah. But now they're closing it up. And anyways, I don't know.
Oh my God. We were to Portugal. I bought that stupid phone and went back to the T9. Do you remember doing T9 where you had to press
I think that
it
was in
2-3 times?
That was in Portugal.
Yeah. Or Portugal.
No, it wasn't
It was
Portugal.
Greece.
It was Greece.
Yeah. I had to buy a phone because I didn't bring my stupid phone and I wanted to have a local phone number because we had to contact people for bed and breakfast.
Okay, well, see, this is where we learned about technology because, again, we think we're pretty smart with technology, but we're not. We learned from our son-in-law who joined us a week later that he just went to a friggin' what do you call those vending machines
Vending machine
and
at the
bought a
airport.
SIM card
And put it in his
for
phone and now he
$20.
he has a
I was
Greece
like-
number.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
We bought a phone.
Oh my God. I was texting somebody and I'm like, where are you? And it took me like 20 minutes to type that all out, backspace, because it did the R twice or something like that. And then they messaged
Why
something
aren't
to
you answering
me.
me? Yeah.
And then I was in the middle of responding and they sent me another one. I'm like, oh, and I got to backspace that one and answer the next question because they're going to think I'm crazy for answering the one 2 texts ago.
Yeah.
But I think if you gave somebody one of those T9 phones now, I think they might have a hard time figuring out how to text on it.
It was difficult when we were going through it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't even think I could figure out now.
Life was slower back then.
Well, I mean, remember when we first got the touch screen? We're like, oh my God, this is stupid. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got fat fingers. I mean, I think I still say that. And anyways, misspelled.
You were the BlackBerry girl.
I love my
I never had a
BlackBerry.
BlackBerry.
Yeah, if you had a BlackBerry, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody loved their BlackBerry. There was one game on it. Do you remember the one stupid little game?
Was it Snakes and Ladders or something?
No, it was just like the ball bouncing onto the little platform thing on the bottom.
Oh, he had a little
And
ball thing too,
Yeah.
the track ball or something?
Yeah,
like
and
that?
you had to move the little thing back and forth, and the ball would bounce up and down. Anyways,
Isn't that Pong? Didn't we have that as a kid?
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Anyways. Yep. And I still had it for the longest time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
I
pretty good. It had a
kept it.
full QWERTY keyboard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it clicked when if you had long nails and you had just gotten your nails done, it would just click on there. Oh, I just loved it. Anyways,
Technology.
yeah. That's
Well, we got to keep up with it. We're doing a podcast. How's that for technology?
yeah. And you're working all the bells and whistles because
Not very well.
Well, I think you're doing okay. I'm hoping you press record. I'm hoping you.
It's still recording.
It's still recording because we've started this recording I think 3 or 4 times now. So
Yeah.
and yeah, because I kept messing up.
But we're new at it. We'll get better. Or
Yeah.
maybe we'll get worse.
Who
Let's get
knows?
this. Probably no listeners right now anyway.
Yeah, that's okay. Get it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is that.
So, well, thanks for listening, everyone.
Yep, I think we're gonna try to do this once a week. Get caught up and touch base with. I don't know. I don't know what the
Your
fuck
friends'
I'm saying
texts?
anymore. Yeah. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Oh my God, if you want to send me a message of a text you accidentally sent somebody that was meant for someone else, if you've made this big mistake and you want to share, I mean, we'll leave your names out of it. We'll make up names for you if you want. If you want to share it, I mean, what else are you going to do? You got to laugh. I mean, it's,
It's a growing experience. It's
I'm sure you learn your lesson from it.
let's not find China.
Hopefully. I mean, you're chatting with 2 people or 3 people sometimes,
Do you think you'll ever do that again?
Do I think he will?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I don't think so either. I think he's pretty. I think he might have learned his lesson on that one.
Yeah. It's not something you copy and paste and send to a bunch of people. Like, come on. Yeah, I just, if they did get back together and if he for some reason ever listens to our podcast,
Leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment. I'm sorry you had to learn this way. I'm hoping this is your first and last time, and it doesn't make you a bad person.
No.
We all fuck up and make mistakes.
She just needed a minute.
She just needed a goddamn minute.
Sometimes you just need a minute.
Yeah. And if somebody tells you they need a minute,
Just
give
them a
them a
damn
minute. Give them a damn minute. They're not, trying to think ways to kill you. They just need sometimes you just need a minute to calm down. You know what I mean?
Process. Just need a minute to process
Yeah,
what the
process
hell. What the
and-
hell I'm reading. What the hell
Yeah.
I got.
Yeah. Like me, you know me. If I get quiet, give me a minute. Because if you push, man, I'm going to say something I'm going to regret.
You need a minute. Just say I'll give you 5,
Oh, yeah.
but no more than 5.
It usually takes me more than a minute.
Yeah. But then after 5, I start coming at you again. So
Yeah. Yeah, you're persistent. Anyways, so if you got a great story for us and you feel like sharing, you don't have to, but if you do, it would definitely be entertaining for us. And
definitely
anyways,
for all our listener.
For all of you out there, you
Yeah.
one person,
I think we'll get 2 listeners for sure.
yeah, it'll be the 2 of us listening to it over again and.
And the 2 to 3 people we mentioned in this video.
Did
this
you listen
video.
to it?
Oh
Did
my
you
God.
listen to it? Yeah, this video.
Oh my God.
All right.
Technology, not smart.
Yeah. Calling it.
Let's call it.
Yeah.
Thanks for everybody. Thanks for listening, everyone.
And this is Jose,
This is Ken.
and you're listening to Joke
Joking
and
Adventures.
Adventures.
Have a great day.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.